The art of scarcity. Listen, back in 2013, right after suffering a humiliating loss from the Uhuru team, the Right Honorable Raila Odinga decided to take 2 months off from the Kenyan politics. Of course, this was a well calculated move. The Right Honorable Raila Odinga knew pretty well he needed to disappear from the public purview. And of course, he did it. He became scarce, thus automatically increasing his political value. And when he finally came back, his comeback gave birth to the non-value added idiom like Baba while you were away. On the other hand, the former president Uhuru Kenyatta knew pretty well and understood the art of scarcity. That is why he technically substituted his limitations with a very competent and professional CSs in his cabinet. And of course, this worked well for him. That is why the former president Uhuru Kenyatta will disappear from the public purview and everything would efficiently run. Essentially, the former president Uhuru Kenyatta, being a leader and not a politician, and if I am just to speak of the Kenyatta family at large, he has had a history of working with professionals. Look at, just have a look at the blue chip professionals they have been employing to run their family business. Speak of the Brookside Company, speak of their banks, speak of their family farms and other family businesses. They are banked on being successful. My point of reference is President William Samoei Ruto should just stop being everywhere, because in the 10 years of the former president Uhuru Kenyatta's tenure, we never saw him launching a borehole or even a sewer line or even a transformer. But for President William Samoei Ruto, in less than 2 years, guess what? We have. And by President William Samoei Ruto being everywhere, he has completely diminished the office of the president. He has made himself too available and unpresidential. However, he should just learn from his predecessor and operate on power decentralization and stop being the center of power. But again, if I am just to ideologically resonate with President William Samoei Ruto, maybe we may see that his cabinet is completely incompetent, but maybe he chose the most effective cabinet for himself, depending on what he wanted to achieve. Because he could not be there to serve Kenyans, but rather to serve his personal interests. And that is why I said, if at all his cabinet, he chose it for selfish interest, then I kid you not, to Kenyans, it is incompetent, but to him, it is competent. And that is why currently the lion being President William Samoei Ruto, it is currently bleeding, and it is bleeding not out of a battle, but rather out of ignorance. And the scavengers being led by the Murima Crusader are planning on how to dispose the remains. The king is currently naked and vulnerable. And of course, the scavengers are gaining strength day by day, while those that are supposed to tell the king that things aren't okay, they are all the ones blatantly lying to him. Essentially, I believe it is now time that President William Samoei Ruto should just disappear from the public light and get everything to order. Failure to that, I kid you not, in his 5-year term tenure, he is likely not to achieve anything, because even the people close to him, to whom are supposed to bring him back to the correct person line, they are the ones leading from the front in lying the president that everything is in order, while in real sense, even the layman himself with no advisors knows pretty well that everything is not in order. But all said and done, everything lies under the president's jurisdiction. It is either he shapes up or shapes out. And as I come to the penultimate part of this episode, that has just been my opinion. If by any chance you do have a contrary opinion to mine, you can as well just feel free to drop them in the comment section, and I'll give them a right of reply. And by any chance, if you have been watching my videos and you have not subscribed, you can as well just consider hitting on the subscribe button. Thank you, and may God bless you.